Boy, I tell you, motherfuckers out here in the world, boy. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Definitely got to get this one shared out. Hmm. Damn, boy, what in the hell are people thinking about, boy? Crazy world we living in. Mm, 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 mm. It's a crazy world we living in, boy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Crazy, crazy world we living in. I'm coming, guys. I got to get this video shared out. Good morning, Miss B. I got to get this. I got to get this shit out, boy. I got to get this story out as usual. Y'all already know what time it is. When you come in, make sure you're hitting the like button and comment, man. Comment on this shit too, bro, cause it's sad, man. It's a sad story right here. I got to get this sucker here shared out, man. Got to get some more peoples on the live stream, bro. This is a cold, cold story coming out of Marietta, Georgia. Marietta. That's where it's coming out of. Marietta, Georgia. Um, a lot of y'all don't realize, man. Women, men, don't make the kids if you don't want to deal with the kids, bro. Because what I'm finna tell y'all about this situation, this whole entire thing could have been avoided. This could have been avoided. This one right here falls on the parents, right? Yeah, this one right here falls on the parents. Y'all come on in, get this ism. Let me put y'all up on game. Uh, Marietta, Georgia. What y'all got going on out there in Marietta, man? What y'all got going on out there in Marietta, Georgia? So here's the deal, guys. Here's the deal. As y'all see the thumbnail, I can't make it up. 2-year-old Messiah body was found, discovered in a rural area off Franklin Gateway, Marietta, Georgia. Deceased. Yes, you heard it right. 2-year-old, beautiful little Messiah body was found, deceased, over with, dead, gone. Somebody turned the TV off. The crazy part about this whole entire story, the family, the parents, the mother, the father, the usual suspects, they were suspected as being the reason why the little girl came up missing. It was identical almost to the situation with the little girl JaVale in South Carolina, the one that was killed by her parents. It was almost identical. She called in, my daughter is missing. I don't know where she at. But here's the trick to this story right here. This woman and her husband, they both knew that they had dropped their little daughter off, baby, rather, to a guy to watch over her while they went out to do whatever they decided to go out there and do. I don't know what was on their mind. I don't know what was so important for this mother and father you know, that they needed to do because neither one of them was working. Both of them are on a fixed income. Both of them receive some type of financial income or support from the government based on the information that I've accumulated. Now, we're going to say allegedly because I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just passing the information that was passed on me from another source. However, come to find out, it wasn't the mother. It wasn't the father. They didn't do anything to hurt that little girl physically, but they neglected her, bro, because they dropped and dumped this baby off to an alleged drug dealer. Like I said, allegedly. I don't know if it's true or not. They dropped the baby off to a drug dealer. The baby body ended up getting found off Franklin Gateway in Marietta, Georgia, deceased. Now, my question is this right here. Who should be held accountable? Who should be held accountable? Should the parents be held accountable for Messiah's murder? Or should it be the guy, the gentleman? I'm not even going to call him again a gentleman. The motherfucker that did it to the little girl, should he be held accountable? I'm just asking y'all, right? So a lot of y'all don't understand, right? Somebody say, here we go again. You right, here we go again, because this is what we need to talk about, guys. This is what the internet needs to be pushing. Stuff like this right here, spreading awareness, bro. We are sick and tired of losing our youth, man, to senseless violence. This little girl was 10 years old. She didn't deserve this, bro. And her parents should have knew better. Why would you drop your kid off to someone that you don't even know? I don't understand that. Why would you drop your kid off to somebody that they allegedly don't supposed to know? You feel me? And you heard what I said. Messiah Harris body, right? Body was found. Now, a lot of people say, well, you keep talking about these stories. Show us some. Give us the backstory. Give us the backstory. Well, y'all want the backstory? CBC's Detroit's Jack Springate is following. Y'all want the backstory? Y'all want the backstory? Let me give y'all testimony from another. Let me give y'all the backstory. Let me give y'all the backstory. Right? And I'm gonna make this fast. I'm gonna make this fast, because this is sick and pathetic. It takes a punk ass motherfucker to do some shit like this. I know it. I know it. I know it. And I'm glad y'all paying attention now. Now I got your attention.
Tonight on the News at 10, I'm Russ Spencer. And I'm Christine Spiro. Fox 5's Denise Dillon is live in Marietta tonight. And Denise, police got the calls earlier today about the missing child.
Yeah. Yes, they did. It was around 1:30 to 2 o'clock this afternoon when police were called here to the Briggs at Power Park apartment complex about a missing child. This complex is just off Franklin Gateway. A 2-year-old named Messiah Harris, who was with a caregiver, was missing. When police arrived and started asking questions, they say that some of the statements were inconsistent and just didn't make sense. So they were concerned. And that's when police launched an active search. Police say that they did talk to the caregiver. They did not say who the caregiver was, but it was not the mom or the dad, but it was a male who was asked by the family to watch Messiah. Now, as investigators talked to other residents and canvassed the area, hours later, they found the boy's body in the woodline of the complex.
This is the worst ending that we could have possibly asked for. At this point, the medical examiner has been called to the scene, and we will have to work with the medical examiner to determine what exactly took place.
And just moments ago, we got an update from police telling us that the medical examiner has been here, and it has now been determined that the body had been there for quite some time, but the officer could not give a time frame or an idea of what he meant by that statement. Detectives will be here throughout the evening to continue this investigation of this tragic story. Reporting live in Marietta, Denise Dillon, Fox 5 News.
Certainly not the news that we wanted to hear tonight, Denise. We'll keep watching this investigation. Thanks so much.
I'm finna tell y'all what it was. Let me put the poll up first. I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on. I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on. And if y'all pay close attention, to what's being said, let me tell you something. The parents knew the whole time. They already knew the whole time. They knew what was going on. All this was staged for insurance, bro. This is an insurance move. They trying to collect money off of this baby, bro. That's why they done that. You know what I'm saying? That's why they done that, because this is nothing more than an insurance move. They want to get some money off of this baby, bro. Now, think about what they said. The mother nor the father, right, is responsible for this. But the baby was dropped off into the custody of a caregiver, which is a male, right? My thing is this right here. Good morning. My thing is this right here. Why would you just automatically just drop your kid off to somebody like that? Answer that question. For the ones that's coming in, you don't know what's going on. We talking about Messiah, a beautiful 2-year-old boy that was killed. And his body was dumped in a rural area. And as you can see, the body had been there for quite some time. So it ain't like this just happened yesterday or the day before. The body could have been out there for a month, 2 months, 2 weeks, 1 week, 3 weeks. Either way it go, the baby's body was decomposing upon, you know what I'm saying, the finding of it. So here's the thing about it. This situation is finna blow up, and it's finna become bigger than what we think, right? Because like I said, this is nothing other than an insurance move. The mother and the father is trying to collect insurance money off their own baby. Now, I'm going to say this right here. You know, some people may say I'm being harsh or whatever the case may be. But, brother, you just don't randomly drop your kid off with anybody. You don't do that. You think I'm going to sit there and take and just randomly drop my kid off and say, hey, man, or hey, woman, I need you to watch my kid for me. I'll be right back to get him or her. Are you fucking serious, bro? Let's be honest now. This is not even a family member. Based on what I've accumulated from this story, the person of interest is not even a family member. It's someone that they randomly dropped the baby off to at the apartment complexes that they stayed at. So how in the hell you gonna sit here and tell me you gonna drop your kid off to someone randomly at an apartment complex that you don't even know? It don't matter if you do stay in the same complex, bro. You do not do nothing like that. So that tells me it's more to this story. And it's gonna come out. It doesn't matter if it's still family. You right about that. But at the end of the day, man, just randomly dropping the baby off to somebody that you don't really know like that, bro. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just probably somebody, like I said, that's probably gonna open their mouth. They probably gonna tell the truth. This person right here, the person that's responsible for the death and the killing of Messiah, they finna run their mouth. They ain't finna sit there and eat that shit like that. They gonna tell everything that happened. And it's sad, bro, because at the end of the day, we talking about, man, the last couple of videos that I've been doing, bro. Like, these are stories regarding little kids, bro. We talking about infants, bro. We talking about toddlers, man. You know what I'm saying? Kids that's defenseless, that can't defend themselves. Kids that don't even have no knowledge of what's going on. Like, they don't even know they are being victimized. They're in the process of being killed and murdered, and they can't defend themselves. Like, come on, man. These type of stories right here, man, this is where we need to spread the awareness, bro. The world needs to know that we're not going to tolerate that. And listen at this story right here.
Tonight on the News at 10, I'm Russ Spencer.
And I'm Christine Spiro. Fox 5's Denise Dillon is live in Marietta tonight. And Denise, police got the calls earlier today about the missing child.
Yeah. Yes, they did. It was around 1:30 to 2 o'clock this afternoon when police were called here to the Briggs at Power Park apartment complex about a missing child. This complex is just off Franklin Gateway. A 2-year-old named Messiah Harris, who was with a caregiver, was missing. When police arrived and started asking questions, they say that some of the statements were inconsistent and just didn't make sense. So they were concerned. And that's when police launched an active search. Police say that they did talk to the caregiver. They did not say who the caregiver was, but it was not the mom or the dad, but it was a male who was asked by the family to watch Messiah. Now, as investigators talk to other residents and canvass the area, hours later, they found the boy's body in the woodline of the complex.
This is the worst ending that we could have possibly asked for. At this point, the medical examiner has been called to the scene, and we will have to work with the medical examiner to determine what exactly took place.
And just moments ago, we got an update from police telling us that the medical examiner has been here, and it has now been determined that the body had been there for quite some time. But the officer could not give a time frame or an idea of what he meant by that statement. Detectives will be here throughout the evening to continue this investigation of this tragic story. Reporting live in Marietta, Denise Stillen, Fox 5 News.
Certainly not the news that we wanted to hear tonight, Denise. We'll keep watching this investigation. Thanks so much.
So you mean to tell me that's how y'all get down to Marietta, Georgia? That's what y'all mean to tell me. This is how y'all get down to Marietta, Georgia. Y'all out there killing babies and shit now in Marietta, Georgia. Man, everybody that's on my live stream, don't go to Marietta. Don't go to Marietta, Georgia, man. We need to go ahead and put Marietta, Georgia out there as being a child killing state, bro. I hate to say it like that, but man, come on, bro. 2 years old, and you right. You had no business dropping that baby off to a random guy, bro. I don't care what nobody say. At the end of the day, they had no business doing that. That's why I feel as though it is bigger than what they are letting off, bro. And I think the guy that's responsible, it's not a state. I don't give a damn. It's in a state. It's in Georgia. It's in Georgia. You whatever, however you want to say it. You know what I'm saying? I'm disappointed in Marietta, Georgia right now. Listen, man, let me tell y'all something. This mother and this father, they need to be held accountable, right? And I'm going to tell you why they need to be held accountable. Listen at this story for the ones just coming in.
We begin tonight on the News at 10. I'm Russ Spencer.
And I'm Christine Spiro. Fox 5's Denise Dillon is live in Marietta tonight. And Denise, police got the calls earlier today about the missing child.
Yeah. Yes, they did. It was around 1:30 to 2 o'clock this afternoon when police were called here to the Briggs at Power Park apartment complex about a missing child. This complex is just off Franklin Gateway. A 2-year-old named Messiah Harris, who was with a caregiver, was missing. When police arrived and started asking questions, they say that some of the statements were inconsistent and just didn't make sense. So they were concerned. And that's when police launched an active search. Police say that they did talk to the caregiver. They did not say who the caregiver was, but it was not the mom or the dad, but it was a male who was asked by the family to watch Messiah. Now, as investigators talk to other residents and canvass the area, hours later, they found the boy's body in the woodline of the complex.
This is the worst ending that we could have possibly asked for. At this point, the medical examiner has been called to the scene, and we will have to work with the medical examiner to determine
need y'all to
what
get them
exactly
likes
took
up too.
place.
Hit that like button. We got too many people on the live stream.
And just moments
for nobody
ago,
not
we
to
got
be
an
hitting the like
update
button.
from police telling us that the medical examiner has been here, and it has now been determined that the body had been there for quite some time. But the officer could not give a time frame or an idea of what he meant by that statement. Detectives will be here throughout the evening to continue this investigation of this tragic story. Reporting live in Marietta, Denise Stillen, Fox 5 News.
Y'all just missed something. Hold on. Listen at what they just said at this beginning, guys. We just cracked the case open. We just bust this case wide open right here, right? I need y'all to run them likes up. Let's get them likes up. We just cracked this case. So it's good to do what I'm doing sometimes, right? Because watch this. Come on in. Run the likes up too. Get them damn likes up. We got too many people on the live stream for nobody not to be hitting that like button. Let's crack this case open.
We begin tonight on the News at 10. I'm Russ Spencer.
And I'm Christine Spiro. Fox 5's Denise Dillon is live in Marietta tonight. And Denise, police got the calls earlier today about the missing child.
Yeah. Yes, they did. It was around 1:30 to 2 o'clock this afternoon when police were called here to the Briggs at Power Park apartment complex about a missing child. This complex is just off Franklin Gateway. A 2-year-old named Messiah Harris, who was with a caregiver, was missing. When police arrived and started asking questions, they say that some of the statements were inconsistent and just didn't make sense. So they were concerned. And that's when police launched an active search. Police say that they did talk to the caregiver. They did not say who the caregiver was, but it was not the mom or the dad, but it was a male who was asked by the family to watch Messiah. Now, as investigators talked to other residents and canvassed the area, hours later, they found the boy's body in the woodline of the complex.
This is the worst ending that we could have possibly asked for. At this point, the medical examiner has been called to the scene, and we will have to work with the medical examiner to determine what exactly took place.
And just moments ago, we got an update from police telling us that the medical examiner has been here, and it has now been determined that the body had been there for quite some time, but the officer could
Hold
not
on. Time out. I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on, right? Just to put y'all up on speed, bring y'all up to speed, right? They said the little boy's body was found hours. Listen at me now. Pay close attention to what I'm saying, because I want to see if y'all hearing what I'm hearing. The lady first said the baby's body was found hours later after the baby was dropped off to the caregiver. Now she come back and said that they say that the body been there for quite some time. So those are two inconsistent stories from this news reporter. One, you saying the baby bodies were found hours after being dropped off to the caregiver. Then you come back and say the baby body had been there for quite some time. Guys, what I'm saying is this right here. Some ain't adding up. Some in the milk ain't clean. Listen at this right here. Listen at what I just said. You finna hear it. First, she gonna say the body was found hours after the baby was dropped off to the caregivers. Then she come back and said the baby body had been there for quite some time. Which one is it? Listen at it and get them likes up.
We begin tonight on the News at 10. I'm Russ Spencer.
And I'm Christine Spiro. Fox 5's Denise Dillon is live in Marietta tonight.
Hold on. Listen at this shit here.
Police got the calls earlier today about the missing child.
Yes, they did. It was around 1:30 to 2 o'clock this afternoon when police were called here to the Briggs at Power Park apartment complex about a missing child. This complex is just off Franklin Gateway. A 2-year-old named Messiah Harris, who was with a caregiver, was missing. When police arrived and started asking questions, they say that some of the statements were inconsistent and just didn't make sense. So they were concerned. And that's when police launched an active search. Police say that they did talk to the caregiver. They did not say who the caregiver was, but it was not the mom or the dad, but it was a male who was asked by the family to watch Messiah. Now, as investigators talked to other residents and canvassed the area, hours later, they found the boy's body in the woodline.
Hold up. Y'all hear that? Let me push it back. What she said hours later, listen at it.
And canvassed the area. Hours later, they found the boy's body in the woodline of the complex.
All right, hours later. Now listen at this.
This is the worst ending that we could have possibly asked for. At this point, the medical examiner has been called to the scene, and we will have to work with the medical examiner to determine what exactly took place.
And just moments ago, we got an update from police telling us that the medical examiner has been here, and it has now been determined that the body had been there for quite some time. The officer could not give a time frame or an idea of what he meant by that statement. Detectives will be here throughout the evening to continue this investigation of this tragic story. Reporting live in Marietta, Denise Dillon, Fox 5 News.
Certainly not the news that we wanted to hear tonight, Denise. We'll keep watching this investigation.
Man, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear what I just said? Did y'all actually hear what I just said? Did y'all hear that? Let me tell y'all something about this whole story, right? All this is bullshit. This whole entire story is straight bullshit, nonsense, Pardon my language. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell y'all something. At the end of the day, at the end of the freaking day.
Man faces charges after a
Okay, now the man that's accused of killing this baby has now been arrested, right? I'm going to give y'all the whole story. I'm not just going to give you pieces of it, but I need you to run the likes up. I need you to get the likes up because we need to get justice for Messiah. Messiah needs justice, and we gonna get justice for Messiah. Now, listen at this. They got the guy in custody now. They locked him up day before yesterday. Listen at this.
But first, man faces charges after a 2-year-old was found dead near a Marietta apartment complex. Thanks so much for joining us for Fox 5 News at 10. I'm Eric Perry. Darren Keith is charged with concealing the death and making false statements. Fox 5's Sarah Jabor is live from Marietta Police Headquarters with the latest on this really sad story. Tara.
Eric, it really is a heartbreaking story. Police say that the man charges the boyfriend of the 2-year-old's mother. 23-year-old Darren Keith is now charged with concealing the death and 911 is missing. They say he made false statements to dispatchers and police.
Hold up, guys. My phone went out. Appreciate the dollar. Put the cash app up, Miss B. Y'all guys, listen at this story. The guy that's responsible for the death of Messiah is now in custody. Brown, put the cash app up so I can get back to the video. Guys, let me tell y'all something. This guy, 23 years old, a 23-year-old punk, right? Killed this 2-year-old defenseless baby. I don't give a damn what color he is. It don't matter. It's okay. I'm just trying to get Miss Brown to put the cash app up so I can keep the thing going. So what I'm trying to get y'all to do, I need y'all to hit that cash app if y'all can. Let's get back to this story.
It's a heartbreaking story. Police say that the man charges the boyfriend of the 2-year-old's mother. 23-year-old Darren Keith is now charged with concealing the death and making false statements in the case of 2-year-old Messiah Harris.
That's horrible. The baby was defenseless.
Police say Keith called 911 on Friday, reporting the 2-year-old is missing. They say he made false statements to dispatchers and police. Then police say Keith placed Messiah's body in the woods behind the apartment complex, loosely covering the body with dirt and vegetation. Altamar Williams lives in the apartment complex. He told us it's devastating to hear the little boy is gone.
That is a very unfortunate thing. I know I've seen them go to the pool a good few times. You never expect something like that to happen. My heart dropped immediately because I got nieces and nephews in there, so I don't know what happened.
Williams says the complex is normally quiet. He knew something terrible had to have happened when he saw the large police presence.
We seen the investigator van over here. It was like 80 cops over here, and they kept coming, and they taped off all of the dumpsters.
He hopes police can get to the bottom of what exactly happened to the little boy.
And the only thing I want to know is what happened. We need to get them people to justice. That baby didn't deserve that.
Police say additional charges may be filed based on the investigation by law enforcement.
This was an incredibly tragic ending. This is the absolute worst ending that any of us could have possibly asked for.
And this is still under investigation. We'll, of course, keep you updated as we learn more. Reporting live in Marietta, Tara Jabor, Fox 5 News.
Free money, baby.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, man. I definitely need y'all to get them likes up because guess what? Guess what I told y'all earlier? I told y'all it was bigger than what we knew, right? So come to find out, the boyfriend of the mother is the one that actually killed that little baby, bro. And that's just a sad story and a sad ending, bro. For you to sit there and make a false police report saying that somebody had to kill this, or this baby was missing, and all this and that, the third, and the whole time you the one that done that. This don't make no sense, guys. I need y'all to run these likes up, man. We got to get justice for Messiah. Please run the likes up. We got too many people on the live stream that only have 65 likes. Run the likes up. We trying to get justice for Messiah. We trying to spread awareness all throughout the United States of America to let these folks know that we not going to tolerate this. We not going to allow y'all to keep killing our kids, to keep killing our babies, to keep killing our toddlers. We not going to allow this shit, bro. We going to step up to the plate and we going to use our voices. We going to be the voice of the community and we going to speak out against child killers and child molesters because we're not going to have that in America. You're not going to be taking advantage of these kids, these defenseless kids that can't do anything for themselves, bro. I need y'all to run the likes up. Why are we stuck at 67 likes? Huh? Yes, likes are very important when you're talking about stuff like this. When we discussing these type of topics, it's very important. The more likes, the more reach, the more people get to know about Messiah's story. It gives the people the opportunity to create protests and do things in the community to protect the well-being of these kids. That's what it's all about. Fuck on here talking about rappers, gangs, and people sliding on people's my ops. Man, bump all of that. Folks getting tired of hearing that stuff. Let's deal with reality, bro. Let's protect the future for tomorrow, because that's what the kids are. They the future for tomorrow. Without them kids, we are nothing. And I get it. I understand. A lot of people don't want to hear positive talk. I got that part. I know it. Y'all don't want to hear about Messiah because Messiah wasn't your baby. I get that part. You don't know Messiah personally. That's why you don't care, right? But that's the wrong freaking attitude to have, bro. This baby deserves justice. And for this man, I'm not even going to call him a man. I'm going to call him a coward. For this coward to get on the phone and make a false call to the police about this little baby being missing, and the whole time you done killed this baby, bro. The whole entire time you calling talking about this baby is missing, but you done killed this baby and took the body and put it out there behind the apartment complexes. That's crazy, man. I've never heard and I've never seen nothing like that in my life. Where did they do that at? This gotta only be in Marietta, Georgia. At this point, I don't care for Marietta. At this point, I don't care nothing for Marietta, Georgia. At this point, that's right. At this point, Marietta is a bunch of cowards up there, bro. That's just how I feel. I don't know anything. What are you talking about? We sat here talking about something that happened to this little baby. Now we got some idiots that want to come on live and bring negativity on the live stream when we talking about a little baby getting hurt, bro. Y'all need to tighten up out there in the world, bro. Y'all really don't make no sense out there. That don't make no sense for you to want to come on the live stream and say something like that. It trolling my ass. This ain't a time to troll, bro. This is not a freaking time to be trolling. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, man. This is not a time to be trolling, bro. This is not a time to troll. Man, get off my live. I'm tired of seeing you. Get your dumb ass off of my live. Yeah. Get your dumb ass off of my live stream. We ain't got time for that this morning. We talking about what happened to this 2-year-old baby. And you want to come on here. We having a discussion about something horribly that happened to a 2-year-old toddler. You want to come on here and talk about foolishness and nonsense. You know what I'm saying? That's why the world is messed up now. That's what I'm talking about. Our young peoples are dying, man. This ain't no time to troll. I don't have an issue with people coming here saying whatever they want to say. But at the end of the day, man, I don't have time for that crap, bro. No, that kid didn't deserve that, man. That hurts, bro. You know what? You're right. I'm going to go ahead and get up off of here, bro. Because, see, this right here, this what really ticks me off with the world, bro, with people. I appreciate this, all the support y'all can send, bro. All the support. The Cash App is pinned. You know, somebody donated $1 to the Cash App. That child did not deserve that, bro. And it's sad, man. It hurts me to my heart knowing that someone could tragically, and then you done kill this baby. You killed this kid. And then you turn around and call the police and make a false report as if the kid was missing. Like somebody kidnapped the kid, and the whole time you done killed this baby, bro. I tell you, man, people's are cold-hearted, bro. People's are cold-hearted. People's are freaking cold out here, bro. People's are really cold out here in this world. And I'm saying to myself, there's no way possible you gonna sit here and tell me, you know what I'm saying? You not gonna sit here and tell me that this baby deserved this, man. That's all I can do is shake my head, bro. This is a sad, sad, sad story, bro. This is a sad story. And I appreciate the over 17,000 people that came by to hear this tragic story. The song No Stress is on all streaming platforms. My new hit single, Wiggle a Little, is streaming on all platforms. Go get them. Check them out. This sad. This is sad. Listen at this. Look at this little boy. Pretty little boy, man. That's right. That's right. The devil's job is to kill, steal, and destroy. You right. Y'all listen at this, man. This is sad, bro. For the ones that's trying to figure out what we talking about, y'all listen at this. This sad. This, when I tell y'all this is a sad story, bro, this is a very, 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 very sad story.
Tonight, a 2-year-old boy is dead after an hours-long search ended in tragedy. I'm Blair.
And I'm Tracy Hutchins. Certainly a horrific story for his family. Messiah Harris was found in Marietta in a wooded area, Briggs at Powers Park Apartments.
Atlanta News First Willie Danley has been there all night. So, Willie, what more can you tell us about this investigation?
Blair, tonight police are telling us that the body of 2-year-old Messiah Harris had been in the woods for a considerable amount of time before he was discovered. I got the chance to speak to some of his family members, and as you can imagine, they're heartbroken. A family is heartbroken, and this community is shaken after 2-year-old Messiah Harris was found dead here at Briggs at Powers Park Apartments. The search for that little boy lasted for hours, with more than 100 police officers searching this complex and the surrounding area. Police say Messiah was just weeks away from his 3rd birthday.
This is just a tragic end to an active search that's been going on for hours here within our city.
Officer Chuck McPhillamy with Marietta Police says when officers got to the scene, they were immediately concerned by the information they were getting.
When officers arrived around 2 this afternoon, the information that was given to them didn't seem accurate, and there were some inconsistencies.
Messiah's family tells Atlanta News First the 2-year-old was being watched by a family friend. Police would not identify that person, only saying Messiah was in the care of an adult male who was not his parent. Now, instead of searching for Messiah, investigators are working to piece together exactly what happened.
At this point, we have now stopped the search, and we are now working with the medical examiner to determine what exactly took place and what that timeline is. This is the worst ending that we could have possibly asked for.
This investigation is still very much ongoing, and right now, officers have not determined if there is foul play involved. Police did confirm with us that that adult male caregiver who was watching Harris was the person who called 911. Right now, both that adult male and Messiah's mother are cooperating with the investigation. We are going to stay on top of this story. In Marietta, Willie Danley, Atlanta News First.
And the best way for you at home to stay
Let me tell y'all something. So y'all do know now that it was the boyfriend of the mother that killed this baby. Yeah, it was the boyfriend of the mother. They killed this little baby, right? And me personally, myself, the reason why I'm pissed off about this whole entire situation, I'm going to tell you the reason why I'm pissed off, right?
And I-285 and take a look at that video. Going just from forward to I.
Man, this is, boy, this hurts. This hurt, boy. This hurt. I'm not that, man, sad is not the word, bro.
Make sure to download our
Sad is not the word, guys.
on your app store.
That's not the word. Listen at this, man. The sad is not the word, bro. Listen at this. I got to step out and take me a pee-pee, man.
And not feeling the comfort and peace
I want y'all to check this
I invite
out.
you to meet with missionaries like me from the Church of Jesus Christ.
I want y'all to listen at this.
We can help you lift your burdens to the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Tonight, a 2-year-old boy is dead after an hours-long search ended in
Listen at this, guys.
And I'm Tracy Hutchins. Certainly a horrific story for his family. Messiah Harris was found in Marietta in a wooded area.
Listen at that. Let me use the bathroom.
Apartments.
Atlanta News first Willie Danley has been there all night. So, Willie, what more can you tell us about this investigation?
Blair, tonight police are telling us that the body of 2-year-old Messiah Harris had been in the woods for a considerable amount of time before he was discovered. I got the chance to speak to some of his family members, and as you can imagine, they're heartbroken. A family is heartbroken, and this community is shaken after 2-year-old Messiah Harris was found dead here at Briggs at Powers Park Apartments. The search for that little boy lasted for hours, with more than 100 police officers searching this complex and the surrounding area. Police say Messiah was just weeks away from his 3rd birthday.
This is just a tragic end to an active search that's been going on for hours here within our city.
Officer Chuck McPhillamy with Marietta Police says when officers got to the scene, they were immediately concerned by the information they were getting.
When officers arrived around 2 this afternoon, the information that was given to them didn't seem accurate, and there were some inconsistencies.
Messiah's family tells Atlanta News First the 2-year-old was being watched by a family friend. Police would not identify that person, only saying Messiah was in the care of an adult male who was not his parent. Now, instead of searching for Messiah, investigators are working to piece together exactly what happened.
At this point, we have now stopped the search, and we are now working with the medical examiner to determine what exactly took place and what that timeline is. This is the worst ending that we could have possibly asked for.
This investigation is still very much ongoing, and right now, officers have not determined if there is foul play involved. Police did confirm with us that that adult male caregiver who was watching Harris was the person who called 911. Right now, both that adult male and Messiah's mother are cooperating with the investigation. We are going to stay on top of this story. In Marietta, Willie Danley, Atlanta News First.
And the best way for you at home to stay up to date on all the breaking news, make sure to download our ANF app. It's available free on your app store.
Get right to that breaking news here at 6. An arrest of the death of a 2-year-old little boy. Police say the man who initially called 911 to report him missing is now charged in the child's death. Channel 2 Susan Hendricks is live in Cobb County tonight outside of the jail. And Susan, you just talked to police in the past half hour.
Yeah, I did, Candace. I just spoke to police spokesman Chuck McPhillamy, who says this is an active investigation and, of course, reiterating this is the worst possible outcome you could have. We do know that 23-year-old Darian Keith is in custody, accused of making false statements. He made that 911 call and concealing the death of that 2-year-old boy. Here is a picture of him.
Sorry about that, guys. I had to go behind the building and use the bathroom, man. Did y'all catch that story?
Weeks away from turning 3. Again, he was the caretaker of 2-year-old Messiah Harris when he called 911 on Friday to report that little boy missing. But investigators say they noticed that there were some discrepancies with his statement. That 911 call.
Guys.
Hours-long search for the boy.
Guys.
Police say Messiah was last seen around 1:30 on Friday at the Briggs Power Park apartment complex in Marietta. Now, his mother was not home at the time, and police say Keith was the caretaker. But sadly, around 7:20 last night, search crews found the boy's body in the woods behind the complex. Police now are accusing
Enough is
him of
enough,
placing...
man. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't want to keep talking about that story, guys, because it hurts. It hurts more sitting here talking about it. The kid didn't deserve that. Yeah, you got Carrie. You got a right to be mad. Yes, you have a right to be mad, and I'm glad you displaying that, bro. In that sense, we all should feel the same way you feel. We all should feel the same way that you are feeling right now, bro. But the sad thing is, a lot of people ain't feeling like that. They not. They don't care about it because people feel like long as it's not directly affecting me or my family or something like that, they can care less about it, bro. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate of y'all guys, man. I appreciate y'all guys for tapping in. Yep, the father did it. Yes, parents should be arrested for not watching their kid. You're right. I'm glad. I'm glad somebody is actually seeing what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make it seem like that I'm just on here making something up and all of this and that, the third. You know, I feel good knowing what's what, man. You know, it hurts. It hurts knowing that it's like that. But at the end of the day, God knows best. I'm getting ready to end this live stream. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me. We went from over 17,000 people checking this live stream out to over 20,000 now. So that's a blessing that we was able to reach over 20,000 people at this point because the numbers are steady going up. But I got to end this live stream. I'm going to search for a job. It brings tears to my eyes. You right. That kid did not deserve that. Yeah. I mean, I hate to end the live stream, but I got to. You know? I hate to end the live stream, but I got to. Thank you. Yes, it'll be good if I can get 6 more likes, though, before I hop off. I appreciate it. But I'm about to go search for me a job, guys. I got to go job hunting. Appreciate you. And I keep y'all up to speed, you know what I'm saying? For the ones that I know that wish they could support me financially, I appreciate y'all guys. I understand, you know what I'm saying? You know, you have a great day as well. I appreciate y'all guys for tapping in. Like I said, man, I just wanted to come in and, you know, share this story, man. I just felt like it was much needed that, you know, we talked about Messiah and to let the gentleman know that's responsible for the death and killing of Messiah, let him know that we didn't appreciate that and that we want justice for Messiah. In Marietta, Georgia, you got to step up and make sure justice is served to the highest and fullest extent possible for what happened to Messiah. Like, we not gonna rest until we get justice for Messiah. It is what it is. All right, guys, I gotta end this live stream. Like I said, I gotta get off, but I gotta go. I'm going to look for me a job. Appreciate that, Carrie. Yep. I finally got the car running. Can't call no names, but someone got the AC fixed for me as well. If y'all can hear. The AC is not working. The AC is not working, so I don't have to sit up here and burn up. Yep, now food, yep. I mean, like, if y'all guys can donate the Cash App real fast, it's pinned down at the bottom for food and for gas to help me on my journey. That's, you know, I'm going to look for a job. Yes, you're welcome, Carrie. I felt the need to talk about it. I felt like Messiah's story needed to be like heard. You know what I mean? And I hate that I couldn't give y'all guys more information, but I'm limited. You know what I mean? All I can do is talk about it, show y'all the clips, and and go from there. So yeah. I got 4 minutes left on here, guys, before I end this live stream. If y'all want to donate, I definitely appreciate it. I appreciate it. 4 minutes. Yep, justice for the baby. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they wanted me to bring 2 forms of ID where I'm going. So that's my driver's license and my birth certificate card. My social security card. I'm tripping. All right, you have a blessed day as well. Thank you very much. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to end it in 3 minutes. Thank you, Miss B, for encouraging the people. Don't leave me again. Keep you updated. I definitely will. I will. I keep y'all guys updated, man. Just, trying to get me a job. It's much needed, Appreciate that, Miss B. It's time for me to hit that road. Time for me to burn this road up now. Time for me to burn this road up. Got 2 minutes left, guys. It's getting hot. Turn that air on. I don't know how to act with AC. Damn. Appreciate that, Carrie. Yeah, I'm going to get it, man. I'm trying to get it. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I need that job. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, we got 1 more minute. 1 more minute at the end of the live stream. What we got? All right, guys, y'all have a blessed day. I am out of